welcome in everyone to our first Crack Rackets broadcast of the 2023-24 college tennis season. Alex Gruskin here. It is a pleasure to be back, and boy, do we have a fun one to kick off our season. We are live from Malibu, California. It's the Malibu Showdown, hosted by Pepperdine. To see the Pepperdine men competing against Michigan here to start off our weekend. We'll have Kentucky versus Louisville later on today, and plenty more fun action throughout the course of the weekend. There's new faces, new configurations. We'll break it all down for you here today. In our coverage, you see it's a dual match format. 3 doubles matches, 6 singles to come. Playing everything out, that's the difference, the luxury we have here in the fall. Of course, these matches don't count on the overall team record, but certainly these teams get a feel for the dual match environment heading into the year. So valuable. Of course, now I get to go back to doing what I enjoy so thoroughly, introducing all of our actors here on court. We'll jump around between all of these matches. Want to make sure we have them all on screen for you, as long as we have 3 sets to show you. Here on court number 1, it's the highest ranked doubles pairing we have on the weekend. Gavin Young, the Michigan junior, partnered with senior Nino Aaron Schneider. This duo 25 in the preseason individual rankings. That's Young returning on the far side. Of course, Young last season top 10 pairing for much of the year alongside departed senior Andrew Fenty. Of course, 3 massive absences for this Michigan team here this year. Fenty, Patrick Maloney, NCAA singles finalist Andre Styler. Their careers all conclude for a team that finished 6th in the rankings last year. Of course, on the near side for this Pepperdine team, 1 new face, 1 returner, though he dealt with a bunch of injuries last season. It's the sophomore Linus Carlson Halden, partnered with the transfer George Davis. Davis coming over from William & Mary, where he was an all-conference performer the past couple of seasons. Halden, the sophomore. That one hangs up high. It's an opening hold for Pepperdine on court number 1. Again, this Pepperdine team finishing top 30 for, I believe, a 5th consecutive season last year, 29 overall. They won the conference tournament, knocked down the 2nd round of the NCAAs. Meanwhile, it seems like we don't have an active scoreboard yet here on number 2. We got action underway, though, so we want to show it to you. Certainly interesting note. We'll explain why here in a moment. And Max Holmberg, Edward Winter on the far side. Now, of course, Edward Winter, the freshman, top 600 in the world in the ATP rankings. He's the number 5 newcomer, according to the ICA preseason rankings. Be fascinated to see where the freshman slides in, not only the singles, doubles lineup as well. Today it's with Holmberg, the sophomore. Holmberg actually led the team in singles victories in his freshman year, primarily in the 4 through 6 spots. Again, new doubles pairings across the board for all of these teams, for both of these teams, excuse me. As we wait for a scoreboard to get up and going on the near side. Jacob Bickerstaff, you see there on your screen on the ad. It's the sophomore. So a Steiglener on the deuce side. And Steiglener is going to be asked to step into the lineup, whether it be singles or doubles. There's certainly some spots open for these Wolverines. Bickerstaff, of course, the senior in his final season. He's asked to step into the doubles lineup pretty frequently last season. Certainly see a lot of him this year. So again, it's a new era for Michigan. Head coach Sean Mamie coming over from Nebraska in his first season. In the past years, this Michigan team known for that boisterous spirit, right? The go, the blues, you hear them echoing throughout the course of the match. Do they maintain that this season? Certainly that same passion will be there, but how do they channel that? That's a big question. As this Michigan team looks for its identity here early again. This is the sophomore, Nicholas Steiglener, serving on the near side. Appears to see the changeover on court number 3, or at least the number 3 position played on court number 5. We'll get to that matchup, introduce them in a moment. You see the opening hold for Young and Aaron Schneider, keeps it on serve on 1. Looks good to me. It's a hold for the sophomore. We're on serve here on 2 until I see otherwise. Again, first tennis of the year. Full match format. There you go. 2-1 on the board, I believe, as this scoreboard gets underway. I believe Pepperdine did hold in their opening service game. So we'll check back on this one in a little bit. Let's go over to the number 3 double spot, de facto number 3 today, being played on court number 5. Again, a couple of new faces here for Pepperdine. Freshman Fotios Fotiadis. Cyprus, he's partnered with the transfer Tyler Davis. Davis coming over from Division II Point Loma. Again, a couple of new faces early in the season. You see associate head coach Tassislo Schmidt working with the new guys on serve here early. They're taking on junior Will Cooksey, sophomore Bjorn Svensson. Both guys certainly looking to step into the lineup, contribute this year for the Wolverines. That looks like a Will Cooksey, the backhand technique at least. That is indeed him on the deuce. Swenson here returning on the ad side for those following at home. Looks like we had an early break from Young and Aaron Schneider. That's on me. Gonna try and monitor that more closely. So there's your first break of the match on 1. This is the freshman Fotiadis serving. And it's a rip from Bjorn Swenson. And look, Swenson was a top newcomer last year. Struggled to find his rhythm that freshman season. Again, obviously tough to crack a lineup with so many veterans as the Wolverines had last year. He's a guy you absolutely look to take a leap forward this year. As a top 10 recruit in his class. Two breakpoint chances. Our first graphic of the season on your screen. Again, the no ad format here in doubles. 1 set, no ad scoring. Tiebreaker at 6-all. That's the normal format. First to 7 win by 2. You win 2 out of the 3 double sets. You take the doubles point. First one fought off as that lob goes a little wide. Good return. The right intent, still a deciding point coming up which way they're going to go. Looks like they're headed to Cooksey. Freshman holds that deuce. 2 break points fought off. Well, here on 3. Let's head over to a game point on 2. Serve on courts 3 and 5. Michigan does hold on 1. So breaks them their lead 2-3-1 break consolidated. Great volley, great hands by the sophomore. Again, do these matches count on the overall record? They do not. As it's a great opportunity to see how your team handles this environment. If your head coach is Adam Shackerly and Sean Mamie, absolutely. See the winner rip the line. Looks like Holmberg there on the ad. Freshman Winter. Housed in the white hat. Worth noting again, Winter, the number 5 newcomer in the country according to the ITA. And again, both these teams have top, not just 30, top 16 aspirations. Be seeded, host the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. Great movement. A great sequence for Michigan. The overhead sent long by Bickersteth. Obviously, you're seeing the energy here from the sophomore Holmberg, one of the few returners on this Pepperdine roster. Trying to send a message to his teammates. That'll work. Break point chances for Pepperdine. Double fault does hand the break to Pepperdine, so now it's Michigan, the 3-1 lead on one. We'll head there for the game point chance. Now 2-3 lead, still Michigan up a break here on one. Pepperdine the break on court number 3 here on 5. We're on serve. And I believe that's Tyler Davis again. And student transfer. It is worth noting, given this is our first broadcast, this is the last year of the super teams, right? That final additional year of eligibility extended to all those athletes impacted by COVID in 2020. This is the last year you'll have those fifth-year seniors. Warren Swenson has connected on a couple of returns, hasn't he?
Let's go, Neo!
Wonderful response. Don't hate the movement from Cooksey, right? That's sending a message, trying to close. Kept a little down, but that forehand well connected. Aaron Schneider serving on one for the Wolverines. High's there to let that forehand sail. Easy to nitpick. That's when you want to leave for Swenson, right? He's got the forehand there, the momentum moving forward. Well connected return from Bjorn Swenson still. Above 30 becomes 30 alt. Tricky spot here for Davis. Oh, great hands, great wheels from Cooksey. Better sequence of overheads. Game point chances for Pepperdine to keep them on serve. Fantastic cross-court pass on one. Still game point chances. 3 of them for the Wolverines. 3 of them for Pepperdine on court 3. 2 of them here for Tyler Davis. Good dig, it's a better cross. It's exactly the play. If you know the chip is coming, it's gonna be popped up, pinch forward. That's exactly what the freshman Fotiadis does. It's a hold for 3-all. 2's where there's movement. Say court 2, court 3. You get it by now. Bickerstaff sends the return long, so Pepperdine does consolidate for 4-2. Let's go spend some time on 1. Very fun team on paper. Both Young, Aaron Schneider have been on top 10 doubles teams in the country. Both of them while partnered with Andrew Fenty. Both of them have spent time in a #1 spot in a doubles lineup. Question for head coach Sean Mamie, assistant Trevor Fauché, assistant Max Stewart as well. Don't want to leave him out. Do you spread that wealth across the lineup with this experience at the top spot? Oh, come on. Not sure we'll get many better points than that throughout the course of the weekend. Great hands, great dig from Gavin Young. The anticipation from Aaron Schneider. Against Sales, though. Fantastic overhead game point chance for the Waves here on 1. Cooksey in a little bit of trouble on 3. Point chances for the Wolverines still on 2. Now it's break point chances on 3. We'll head there in a moment. All right, let's go to it. Pepperdine holds 4-3-4 still. Wolverines up a break on court #1. Here it's 3 break point chances for the freshman Fotiadis. The 5th year Tyler Davis. Good first serve from Cooksey, fights out the first. Into that body, it's a great play. You jam him, Swenson can pinch forward to move on that first volley. On a first serve like that, that's what you want to see in a spot like this. Exactly the play. First serve into that body. Swenson looks to pinch. Excellent close. Heading points on courts 3 and 5. It's a Pepperdine break on court 2, though, so they extend their lead to a double break 5-2 lead. Huge hold from Cooksey from a couple break points down on 3. And again, that court number 3 match, freshman Edward Winter, sophomore Max Holmberg. They've found a little juice here early, 5-2 they lead. By the way, coming up in between the singles and doubles, we'll be joined Pepperdine Athletic Director, Dr. Steve Potts. Looking forward to speaking with him. particularly given all things happening in college athletics. Head coach Adam Schachterly of Pepperdine on Wednesday. You can listen to that conversation on the Cracked Interviews podcast. He had high hopes for sophomore Holden. Said we did not get to see his best last season. Just too many injuries piled up. He was never able to get into a rhythm. That's the level he's seen from the sophomore this summer. A lot of promise. What he hopes he can accomplish here this season. Obviously, a lot of faith put in that sophomore to have him here at the top spot. 10-point chances, though, for Gavin Young to extend Michigan's lead. Pepperdine serving for that set on court 3. We'll get there in a moment. And that's how you step into a return. Love 30 for Bickersteth and Steiglener. I'll get it right, don't worry. It's early in the season for me as well. Half volley from Gavin Young there. Absolutely ridiculous, but fantastic close from the Waves to keep pressing forward. Young did well to get that ball back in play, but it certainly popped up from there. The Waves were on top of that point. It's a deciding point to level things on one. That is the freshman Edward Winter serving for things on 3. Now 30 all from Love, 30 there. Middle solves the riddle. Pepperdine breaks back on 1 for 4 all. You love to see that if you're Adam Schachterly. A little confusion for these two new partners. Young, Aaron Schneider there. Who's covering that ball? Not much you can do. It was struck so well, kept so low. We got a set point though. First of the season. Winter holds, and so it's a 6-2 set. Edward Winter, number 5 newcomer. He and Maxi Holmberg, the sophomore, 6-2 over Bickersteth and Steiglener. So now we go to the split screen. 4 all. Believe this is Holden serving on court number 1. And that's George Davis, the 5th year, partnered with the sophomore Linus Carlson Halden, taking on junior Gavin Young, senior Nino Aaron Schneider. That's your battle court 1. Aaron Schneider returning on that far ad side. Well, how about this? Another break point look. The game of freshman Fotas Fotiadis. This time they're going to go to Swenson, the sophomore. The fantastic reminder, we play Lex in college. Swenson able to react, great hands on the first volley. It's a Michigan break. They'll serve for the set on 5. And remember, Cooksey was down 15-40 in his previous service game. He grinds out a hold. Now it'll be the freshman, Bjorn Swenson, serving for the set on 3. And Pepperdine able to level things on 1. Got ourselves a doubles point. Pepperdine hold for 5-4 on 1. We'll go full screen now. It's a bold lead, but a good one from Swenson. So 30 all on 5. You know, Aaron Schneider, the senior, serving to extend the set on 1. Again, Pepperdine, a 6-2 win. And freshman Edward Winter, Maxie Holmberg, the sophomore, on court number 2. Well, that's what you're here to learn this weekend. How does your team respond to this dual match adversity? On 3, Pepperdine responds with a break right back. They extend the set. Michigan still leads 5-4. Aaron Schneider serving 30-15. And Gavin Young trailing 4-5 now. 40-15. How about that volley? You think he makes that look so easy? Go try that on a court. Knock off a volley that perfectly. What a backhand. It's a hold for 5 all, so we play on courts 1 and 3. Again, the format of this Malibu Showdown, it's de facto dual match format. 3 doubles, 6 singles. Now again, it won't count on these teams' record as we approach the spring, but it's an excellent opportunity. Test your guys here early in the fall. Put them in a similar match environment. also coaches, again, to experiment what lineups do work, what doesn't. Oh my God. Well, somehow Nino Ehrenschneider tracked that lob down. What a lob it was. Uh-oh. Oh, Coach me. Oh, no. Schneider, who of course dealt with so many injuries last season. Oh, no. Obviously saw him make a charge for the fence on that overhead. Our eyes on it for now. Break point, set point chances back. So we're going to go full screen. Court number 3. Obviously, we'll keep our eye on court 1. First set point fought off, another one coming up. Let's go check out, see if they're up on 1. Now Ehrenschneider's still down on court number 1. You hope more than anything they're just taking precautions here. 2 more set points for the Wolverines. Wolverines take this set on 3. Broken serving for it. They get the break right back. 6-4. So Waves and the Wolverines split the sets on courts 1 and 2 and 3. Now here's the good news. Nino Ehrenschneider from down on the fence. He's back up on the bench. You see trainers taping something. You're hoping it's a cut more than anything else. It did seem, again, for those that missed the point, Ehrenschneider sprinting back to the back fence to track down a lob. When crashing into that fence, he's shaken up there on the sideline, talking to coach, talking to trainer. Now, if you're just joining us on court number 2, sophomore Maxi Holmberg. We'll just go to this split screen view for now so we have something going on your screen. You see teammates gathering on court number 3. That was where the number 2 double spot was played. Sophomore Maxi Holmberg, with freshman Edward Winter. Winter, the number 5 newcomer in the ITA rankings. They took a 6-2 victory over Michigan's Bickerstaff Steiglener, as we just saw in court number 3, Cooksey, Swenson, 6-4. That team looked good. And Bickersteth, Steiglener, they had some chances on 2. It was closer than the 6-2 scoreboard we saw. Court number 3 was good doubles all the way around. Thought Swenson hit the return particularly confidently. A couple of big first serves from Cooksey to fight off 3 breakpoint chances in his 3 all-service game. Obviously, again, the big question we're all hoping right now, how is Nino Ehrenschneider after he crashes into the fence? Seems to be okay. He's up, he's walking, we have tennis. Now, again, they're going to be cautious. He's bouncing, but disaster averted, you hope, if you're the Wolverines. So this becomes your deciding double set. 5-all here again, the transfer. George Davis, sophomore Linus Carlson Halden. Junior Gavin Young, senior Nino Ehrenschneider. Oh yeah, injury timeout is a point penalty, that's fair. So it's a hold for 6-5. This becomes your deciding double set now. We do have a changeover here. So I want to show you a little bit more about these teams. Introduce them. Again, a reminder who we've got on screen for you all. Let's start with Pepperdine. This team finished last season number 29 overall in the country, 19-9 record. Win the conference tournament title at WCC. Reach an NCAA doubles semifinals. Departing seniors Daniel DeJong, Timmy Zeitvogel accomplishing that. Another set of All-Americans for head coach Adam Schachterly, now in his 6th year on the job. You see, lost 4 players, brought in 4 new ones. Out were the veterans DeJong, Zeitvogel, top 2 in the lineup. Eero Vasa was in that number 3 spot. Hadigian certainly contributing as well. You see the newcomers, Winter, Davis, Fodiatis, all in action, right? Here in our doubles point. They'll be asked to contribute right away. It's just darn good doubles. Fantastic second serve from Gavin Young. Hits his spot perfectly. You feel like for Young, will certainly be asked to step into the top half of the Michigan singles lineup this season. That serve, that ability to win some free points for himself, it's going to be critical to any sort of jump he hopes to accomplish here this season. Second serve ace is certainly a sign of good things to come. See how quickly Young has those hands out in front of him, always up, always ready. A good contact, just again, clips that net tape, so it's 40-32 more game point chances. Send us to a deciding breaker. Come on. Give us the start to the season we deserve. I mean, ridiculous tennis. First to 7, win by 2. Winner of the breaker takes the doubles point. Wouldn't have it any other way. And Pepperdine, the 6-2 win on court 2 from Holmberg and Winter. Michigan's Cooksey Swenson responding. The 6-4 set on 3. Aaron Schneider banged up his knee, tracking down a lob at 5-all in this set. Seems to have recovered just fine. And now again, first to 7, win by 2. Yeah, knee looks okay. Couple of first serves from Nino Ehrenschneider. Keep us on serve, 2-1 in the breaker. So this is 5th year. George Davis. The first serve from Davis, again coming over from William and Mary, was an all-conference performer the last 2 years. Yeah. Young will give it a long look. I thought it leaked just wide as well. Fair umpire certainly on top of it, confirmed quickly. First serve solved the riddle. Now it's Gavin Young's turn to deliver one. Abbreviated I formation. Yeah. Opens up that body serve. Nino Ehrenschneider able to pinch so easily there. So much pressure on the returner Davis. Well executed. Tie break thus far. 3 apiece as we make the turn. There's the new head coach, Sean Mamie. And was an assistant at Michigan under both Bruce Burke and Coach Adam Steinberg. Certainly knows the university well. That should help him get on his feet and running right away, right? I mean, that's elite. My favorite stat, you look at the ATP Top 100 doubles rankings right now, there are 36 men with college tennis ties in the top 100. You're forced to play doubles in every team match you play. Skill set's invaluable as, again, first serves continue to do the trick. Senior Nino Ehrenschneider's turn to respond. He'll serve here for 5. We've seen 10 first serves and 11 points. It's a match point. We're on serve 5-6 in the breaker, in the truest of senses. But there it is. One returns the difference. You see the fist pump from head coach Sean Mamie. It may only be the fall, but tell me that one didn't feel good, as the Wolverines deliver a doubles point to their new head coach. And again, what is a de facto opening fall match for each of these teams. How about that for excitement? First match of the season, first broadcast of the season. It comes down to a deciding breaker. And in the end, again, the Michigan Wolverines ending last season, number 6 in the country, NCAA quarterfinalists, to take a 1-0 lead here in our opening match of the Malibu Showdown. Now, stick around with us. Not only do we have singles coming up in a moment, we're about to be joined by Director of Athletics at Pepperdine, Dr. Steve Potts, going to join us to talk about Pepperdine's commitment to their tennis programs, what's allowed their programs to have the national success, the conference success they've accomplished over the course of these last, half-decade, decade plus. You go back to Coach Steinberg winning a national championship with Pepperdine in the 2000s. Obviously, head coach Per Nilsson, national finalist with the women back in 2021. Again, we'll have him on the Zoom with us here shortly as we continue our coverage, day one of the Malibu Showdown. And as promised, we are now joined by the Director of Athletics at Pepperdine. It's Dr. Steve Potts. Now, he insisted I call him Steve, but my mother raised me well, so I'll have to call you Dr. Potts. Thank you for taking the time to join us. First, I just got to ask about the doubles. Talk to me about what you saw. You're enjoying yourself some college tennis here on a Friday?
Yeah, it was a great doubles point. All three matches were tight, and it came down to a tiebreaker on one, and you couldn't ask for better than that. Well, the only thing better would have been if we had won that one, but it was great match, great doubles point, great tennis. That's what I always enjoy. The quality of tennis is always just amazing to me.
And I will offer you all some love. I've had the opportunity to hit on those courts. You're not going to find a more beautiful environment for tennis. It's always 70 degrees, I say, on those courts. And so how can you not play your best? But I'm curious for you. You're now entering, I believe, your 14th year on the job. And, throughout that tenure, you've seen Pepperdine tennis programs have success, whether it was the women's national final back in 2021, obviously a men's national championship in the 2000s. What is it about these programs that have continued to see you and your program, commit to tennis? That's not something you see everywhere. Why have you guys been able to commit to it so thoroughly?
Well, I think it's because it's a sport where we can compete at the highest level. We don't have a football team. It's really hard in men's and women's basketball, but in just about everything else, we can compete at the highest levels. And to do that, you've got to have great coaches. And I think we have the two best coaches in college tennis, here on our campus. And they work hard. They fit who we are as an institution. They know how to recruit players that fit us. And they work tirelessly, finding those players. And we've got a lot to offer here. A strong academic program, a rigorous academic program, and then a history of commitment to tennis and competing at the highest levels. And when you bring in a Per Nielsen and an Adam Schechterle, then it's just going to continue. I mean, how can you not support them? That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you talked about those two individuals there a little bit, but what Per and Adam have been able to accomplish to have these top 25 teams and better than that year in, year out. What does that say about the job they've done? And, what does that say about your university?
Yeah, well, I think it says that they're the two best fits for our program. And I couldn't find anybody better to do what we have to do. Like I said, we're a bit unique in our mission. We're a bit unique in our commitment to academics and our commitment to competing at the highest level, especially in tennis. When you put all three of those together, then you've got to have a coach that is committed to those things as well. And then working hard enough to go find that group of players, that subset of players, if there's in the pool of Division I quality tennis players that can compete at this level, we have to find a smaller group. We have to find that group that accepts who we are, that understands that they're a fit, that we're who they're looking for. And that can be all over the country, it can be all over the world. And these guys are willing to do it. They're willing to put in the time and the effort to find those men and women that fit what we're doing. That's what it takes. And that's why I think we've been able to sustain and build on the success that we've already had.
Yeah, no, and I think, again, it's a testament to you. Adam and Pear would be the first to say it, that when they come to you and say, hey, we'd like to fundraise to try this idea, you're always the first to say yes. And obviously, we not only have this fantastic Malibu Showdown this weekend, I know there's a family fair on Sunday for people to come out and support the Waves. And, those are the things that I always feel like are most important, right? Generating that support in the community. I like to ask people in college athletics how they go about doing that. How do you guys at Pepperdine go about ensuring that this community not only knows what's going on campus, but comes out and supports those events as well?
Well, we've got a staff of in our athletic communications department that works very hard. We don't have enough of them. But the ones we have work extremely hard. And in our community, tennis is big. And anything that we can do to promote the sport of tennis, and specifically collegiate tennis, to a wider audience, that's what I think this is all about. I wasn't a big college tennis fan until I got here. But when you see the quality, that's what always gets me. I mean, the quality of tennis, at this level is just amazing. And I think we're seeing it more and more on the professional tours as more collegiate tennis players are having success, on the professional tours. It's just going to help us grow college tennis. I mean, some of the most exciting athletic events I've ever attended have been right here. Men's and women's, some of the women's matches we've had with UCLA and our neighbors USC. I can remember a men's match against Duke several years ago we won 4-3. That of course came down to the last singles match. I've been in college athletics for about 25 years now, and to this day, one of the most exciting athletic competitions I've ever experienced was in the quarterfinals at the University of Georgia with our men's team. And there were 10,000 Georgia fans and 10 Pepperdine fans. And we were able to beat them 4-3 coming down to the last singles match. And I mean, I still get chills thinking about it. Just the experience. I think if people understood just how intense and exciting these matches can be, they're not used to watching tennis as a team event. But there's just something very intense and exciting about it that I really enjoy.
No, you're absolutely right. And you mentioned the level. There are 5 women right now in the top 100 of the pro rankings with college ties. One of them, Maya Sharif, spent time at Pepperdine, obviously. And so, it speaks to the level you guys, that we see in the sport. And again, it's why we appreciate you guys allowing us to be a part of this weekend and shine a spotlight on these athletes. My last question for you before we get back to the tennis, because we got some good stuff to show everyone. Pepperdine athletics right now. Talk to all the Pepperdine fans, Wave Nation. What's going on this year? What can they expect?
Yeah, we're in the middle of women's soccer season, women's volleyball season, men's water polo season. Our men's water polo team has a chance, I think, to win a national championship. Soccer and women's volleyball will complete the conference championships. Then we'll head into basketball, and then the spring will come, and we'll fire up tennis again and golf. And we're wanting to compete for national championships here, and we do. And a lot of exciting things. You can probably hear there's a construction project going on just to my right, and we broke ground on a new arena and event center and a student recreation center just Wednesday. And it's been a long time coming, but trying to make our facilities better, trying to trying to get a little better every day, so we can maintain our level of competition. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Well, we again really appreciate you having our team as a part of this weekend. We look forward to watching the Waves succeed, not just on the court, but obviously off that court as well. And we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today. And again, there's always a spot for you on our Crack Rackets broadcast. Hopefully, we will get to see more of you throughout the course of this year.
Well, I appreciate. Thanks for having me, and I appreciate what you do and how you promote college tennis. You do a great job.
Thank you. I can get a go Waves right out of you.
Yeah, let's go Waves.
There it is. I love it. Well, thank you very much for
It'd
taking
be
the
better
time
if
to
you were
chat.
here, personally.
Oh yeah. Again, they have to keep me out of Malibu, otherwise I lose focus. Like I've seen that beautiful view, and again, for me, I'd be lost.
I could,
But
I
yeah,
could,
exactly. But no, thank you so much for joining us, and
yeah,
again, hopefully we'll chat again soon.
great. Thank you.
Apologies for the delay. We were just getting all of our cameras set, making sure our matchups were good to go. Indeed, they are. You see right away the big news. Aaron Schneider, it looks like, out of singles. He was scheduled to play the number 2 spot. Scratched up his knee in the double, so they're going to pull him as a precaution. Now, fast start for Jacob Bickersteth here on 2. We'll get back to it. I believe our guy, Sonny Dirth, in the chat did indeed set the scene for all of you what we're going to be doing here. It's good to see you, Sonny, Nathan, my guy, Alex DeMuth. You're all my guys. We appreciate all of you joining our Cracked Racquets coverage, our first college event of the season, the Malibu Showdown. I promise I'm going to let the play speak for itself here after we're done introducing everybody. But as Sonny said, I want to introduce all the matchups. Who do we have where? What's going on court? Now, again, there will be a change. Aaron Schneider, it looks like, out of singles. So we'll see what that adjustment looks like. In the meantime, here at the number 1 spot, it is the freshman, Edward Winter, top 600 in the world in the pro rankings right now. Bunch of ITF Futures success. He was a top 100 junior as well. Number 5 ITA newcomer. I am excited to get eyes on him. Not the biggest guy, 5'10" in the Pepperdine roster listings. But Coach Schachterly said he's got some pop. And he'll have to use it today, taking on the junior Gavin Young. Young ranked in the ITA preseason rankings. He's sitting at number 31. Last year played at the number 4 spot primarily for the Wolverines. Young 25-14 overall, 14-8 in dual match play. Again, on serve 2-1 here. You see Bickersteth, the 3-love lead on 2, might be 3-1 now. 3-love Davis on 3. We'll introduce those in a moment here. Pulled through this 2-all service game. Excuse me, 2-1 service game. Good point out, Young. I said junior, I believe senior now. I think he'll have another year, though. Out of Appleview, Minnesota. I think the junior. I feel like I'm right about that. Freshman Winter out of Adelaide, Australia. Point chance here for the freshman. And Winter does hold for 2-all. Now we're going to start hopping around a little bit. Here on court number 2, it's the sophomore Maxi Holmberg. Holmberg partnered with Winter to get a win in doubles over Jacob Bickersteth. Holmberg leading Pepperdine in wins last year. The sophomore 18-7 in his freshman campaign. Out of Freisberg, Germany, down an early break here. Did get one break back, though. Game point chances for 2-3. Of course, his opponent, Jacob Bickersteth, the senior out of West Bloomfield, Michigan. Bickerstaff, another solid 16-7 campaign last year. And now he's got a deciding point, break point chance to get that double break lead right back. Again, both of these guys are going to be asked to step up in the lineup this season. The sophomore Holmberg, senior Bickerstaff, both with NCAA tournament aspirations. ITA All-Americans coming up, one of the big fall individual events. Certainly both will be expecting to qualify for the main draw. This is a great early litmus test. Lob goes long, so Holmberg does hold for 2-3. We'll be keeping an eye on that one, no doubt, as we continue our coverage here today. Again, what I want to do now is introduce you to everything going on, then we'll lock in on some scoreboards. Here we have the junior Will Cooksey. Cooksey out of Grosse Pointe Shores, Michigan. Went undefeated at the National Indoors, dealt with a bunch of injuries though last year, 8-1 in dual match play. He's actually ranked in the ITA preseason polls, number 85 overall. Just taking on the transfer, George Davis. Great volley from Cooksey there, puts a game on the board. Again, Davis coming over from William and Mary. Davis out of London, England. I mentioned the all-conference performance for him. Two-time first-team All-CAA single selection, three-time first-team All-doubles. Saw him line up at that #1 doubles spot a little bit earlier. An early break here on Cooksey. We'll hold here for a while. You see break leads a couple of courts so far. Heck, breaks everywhere, I suppose, but #1. Great rally tolerance here from Davis. All right, it's my first time seeing him. Ooh, we got a deciding point on court #5. Put that full screen in the meantime. Steiglener holds for 4-2. We'll check back in on the sophomore in a little bit. Introduce you to him. This will be your first look at him for a lot of Michigan fans. Steiglener limited action last season. Right now, let's see if Davis can extend his lead to 4-1. Game point chances here for the 5th year.
go, Gab.
He does indeed hold 4-4-1. Check back on this one in a little bit. In the meantime, again, we continue our wraparound. I want to show you everything, then we can lock in on those matchups furthest progressed. I believe our dear friend Sonny Dirth is sending a link to the live scoring. If you haven't yet, Sonny, please do. I would appreciate that link as well. Here it is, the sophomore Linus Carlson Halden. Again, Carlson Halden limited by injuries last year, 3-6 in dual match play. But you see the sophomore at the #1 doubles spot. Here he is the #4 singles spot. He's taken on sophomore Bjorn Swenson. Swenson was a top 10 recruit in the country. Limited action for him last season. Again, there were so many veterans in the Michigan lineup. It was going to be hard for him to find a spot, but Swenson 3-3 in dual match play. He is someone the Wolverines will be counting on to make a big jump. Played great in the doubles. See what he can do here in singles today. And you see Mert Oral has been given the call up into the singles lineup, with Aaron Schneider being subbed out after sustaining that injury, worth noting.
Go blue. Right now, Gab.
You see Halden holds 4-4-2. Take you over to 5 as Mert Oral does have game point chances here for 3-2. Bottom left of your screen.
Go, Mert. Go, Mert.
So Steingliner, the double break 5-2 lead. He is in command in set #1. That is something Wolverines fans will like to see. Again, the sophomore looks to step up in his second year on the job. We'll go 4 to the full screen. Bjorn Swenson trying to keep it a single break lead. Let's go back, check in on those top 2 courts. Great wheels from the sophomore Swenson. Better aggression from the sophomore Holden. And I apologize there, folks. That was me jumping around courts. Again, it is our first broadcast of the season as well. Got to get everything set. I do now have the scoreboards up in front of me as well, which will help guide us right now. That guides us to a deciding point here. You want to know if Edward Winter's the real deal? Here's the proof. Breakpoint chances for a double break lead for Pepperdine on one. But it's a big first serve from Gavin Young. Keeps it a single break lead still. Young's a top 40 player. Winter's a freshman. He's the real deal. We're going to keep that on our screen. We'll keep Halden on our screen as well. Right now, we're going to go to the sophomore. Nicholas Steiglener, again, did not play much last year. In fact, just 2-0 in dual matches for the sophomore from New York. But look at this. He's now 2 points away from taking the opening set over the fifth-year Tyler Davis. You also see now Edward Winter, the freshman, serving as Steiglener takes the opening set 6-2. First set of the season for us here in singles belongs to the Wolverines. 6-2 on court number 5. We'll see if Halden can serve things out in us. No, let's go to Halden. I apologize for jumping around so frequently here. Again, Alex Gruskin steering the ship. Louisville, Kentucky coming up after this, scheduled for a 5 p.m. Eastern start. It's 3-all on court 6. Ooh, Bickersteth's 2 points away from the set. We'll take you there. That's court number 2. Again, if you're just joining us, Michigan taking the doubles point with a deciding set victory on court number 1, 7-6 for Gavin Young and Nino Ehrenschneider. Now, Ehrenschneider cut his knee during the doubles, so he has a cautionary measure out of singles. See how the Wolverines step up given the senior's absence. Bickersteth certainly stepping up here. Set point chances. And it's a 6-3 opening set for the senior from West Bloomfield, Michigan. Jacob Bickersteth on the board. You see new assistant Trevor Fauché gonna go give his senior some love. It's a new era for the Wolverines, and that era starts out with 2 opening sets. 6-2 on court number 5, 6-3 on court number 2. Now again, Pepperdine a shot to answer here. 30-all for the sophomore Linus Carlson Halden. 2 points away from clinching. We'll go back to the top court. Where freshman Edward Winter up a break 4-3, 30-all in his service game. No, he's on the bottom left of your screen already. Good eyes, Alex. Ooh, let's go to George Davis, who's closing in on the set. 5-2, love 30. He's 2 points away.
Oh! Big serve. Let's go, Webb.
He said it better than I could. It's a set for the Waves. Their first of the match comes on court number 4. We're going to quickly jump to court 3 as Davis closes in on a set as well. This is the chance for George Davis. Set points to level things at 2 first sets apiece. A reminder, all of these matches, best of 3 sets, full thirds. We're playing out everything. It's the fall. Let's get the reps in. Set point chance here for Davis. Deuce point chance on 1. Deuce point on 6 for Mert Oral as well. So Winter holds 4-5-3. The freshman Fotiadis breaks for 4-3. It's another set point chance. 3 of them still here for George Davis. Pepperdine making its response clear here in these first sets. 2 apiece right now. Michigan gets 2 and 5. Pepperdine, Pepperdine gets a set on court 4, but you see here, break leads on 3, 1, and 6. Opening set does go to Pepperdine here on 3. George Davis announcing his presence to Wave Nation. 6-2 for the 5th year out of England. All right, let's go back over to court number 1 now. Gavin Young serving to extend the set. Go hang out on 5 as well. That's what number 1 singles looks like. Edward Winter playing the part well. Set point chances. For a couple of loose forehands from Michigan's Gavin Young. Chances right back for Mert Oral on 6. Again, no Nino Ehrenschneider for the Wolverines, so 2 through 6, everyone's up a spot. one way to fight off the set point. Tyler Davis gets the break back for 2-love. Gets the break for 2-love in the second. Transfer makes his move on 5. Couple of big serves from the junior. Deciding point, set point here now on 1. It's a deciding point on 6 as well. Bickerstaff, an early break point chance on court 2. We'll head there, bottom left of your screen. Using every inch of the frame. Took every inch of those 6'5" arms, but Gavin Young extends this first set. Lights off 3 set points. He holds 4, 4, 5 still. The freshman Edward Winter will serve for things. Fighting off breakpoint chances, just the name of the game right now. As you see, freshman Fotas Fotiadis from 1540 holds for 5-3 himself. So now sophomore Mert Oral will serve to extend the opening set. Deuce point, break point chance for Bickerstaff on 2. Bickerstaff does break for 2-love, so the senior takes command on 2. Go back to court number 1 where Edward Winter serves for the opening set. That'll work, Gavin Young. Tyler Davis of Pepperdine down a set, but now up a double break 3-love lead in the second on 5. Right now, 2 first sets for the Wolverines, 2 first sets for the Waves. Speed was exceptional. Great court coverage there from Winter. You see the springiness, the racket speed on every swing. It's my first extensive look at the number 5 newcomer in the country. How can you not be impressed by what we've seen thus far? Freshman Fotianis will serve for that set on 6 here in a moment. Bickersteth trying to consolidate his early break. Pepperdine now up a set and a break on 4. 6-2 love for Linus Carlson Halden. Gotta land that if you're Gavin Young. Clean look on the return. I like the cut. I like the intent. That point for Winter. Down love 30 in this game. Holmberg does break back.
Come on, next guy! Let's go!
It's an opening set to freshman Edward Winter, 6'4" at the top spot. So the Waves take 3 opening sets. Meanwhile, we take you over to court 6. Mert Oral 15:30 here. Get that scoreboard up to date for you all in a moment. Interesting development on 5. Tentative overheads, they still work. Is Mert Oral excited to be on court or what? You can hear it. That's the energy. As Steiglener has breakpoint chances back on Tyler Davis, Oral has breakpoint chances back to extend the set. Swenson just trying to get anything going on court 4. Our final first set carries on. Oral breaks back for 5-all.
First set of break. Come on, man. You're set. Let's go, Will. Let's go, boys.
Steiglener breaks back as well, so back on serve in the second set on 5. Haven't spent much time on court number 3, so we're going to go back there now, bottom left of your screen. Cooksey held for 1-all on serve early second set. Pepperdine's George Davis up there.
Bro, come on. Yeah, Cook!
Hard to imagine Swenson overcoming a set and a double break lead.
Right now! Right now! Right back, photos.
Just been that sort of day for the sophomore. Linus Carlson Holden will take it, and with it, a set and a double break lead for Pepperdine on 4. 3 first sets for the Waves, courts 1, 3, and 4. Michigan first sets on courts 2 and 5. The freshman Fotas Fotiadis just served for the opening set. He was broken by sophomore Mert Oral. Oral now game point chances here for 6-5. And no Nino Ehrenschneider for the Wolverines, the senior who will almost certainly be in the top half of the lineup. Preventative pull after he nicked up his knee during the doubles. Why stress the injury this early in the season? You understand. Plenty of tennis ahead this weekend. Oral holds 4-6-5. It's a big turn for the Wolverines. Oh, that's beautiful from George Davis. Ripped up the line, 2-1 on serve. So we'll head to 5. I like these 3 courts. We're going to hold here for a moment. Gavin Young, 30-all in his opening service game of the second set. I like the sophomore's game. It's very solid. I love first strike, keep that ball in front of him. In behind that first strike whenever possible. Again, I know he and Bickerstaff lost in doubles 6-2 at that number 2 spot. They had a lot of chances, much closer than that 6-2 score line.
Make him earn it. Let's go.
There's some serious action on that forehand. So from 3 love down, 3 straight games for the sophomore to level things here on 5. Let's go back to 6. It's an opening passing shot ripped by Mert Oral. For a deciding point on 1. Couple of aces off of Fotiadis' racket. Point chances to force a breaker. Let's see, we missed the game point, the deciding point. Did Young hold? Did Winter break? Looks like it was a Gavin Young hold. Going to a breaker on 6. Our final first set of our opening match here in singles. Mert Oral, the sophomore freshman, Fotas Fotiadis, first to 7, win by 2. As this is a must-break moment for Michigan's Bjorn Swanson on 4. Down a double break in a set. chance to maybe get some momentum going. Swenson sends the forehand long for love now for Linus Carlson Holden. Got to do more with that volley. Good intent. Just let that one float there.
Right here, Tyler. Go win. Tyler, make a move. Go, George. Go, focus. Go, waste. Ready? Oh.
Hooksy with the ace-T. He holds 4-2 all, keeps that match on serve in the second set. Let's go check back in on court number 2. Jacob Bickersteth up a set. Up 3-2 in the second, though, on serve there.
Oh. I'm here with you. Breakers are.
Break point chances for Bick on 2. Couple let cords go against Mert Oral, so mini breaks on, breaks of serve on 3 straight points. 3-2 now for the freshman Fotas Fotiadis. Again, the reason we're sticking with those 2 courts on the side, I don't know how much longer we're going to have them. Bickersteth breaks for 4-2. As we trade double faults for 3-all on the turn. So let's go to court number 4 now. Full screen as they make this turn. Steglener game point chances for 4-all in the second. Cooksey Davis on serve 2-all in the second. Winter Young 1-all in the second. This is where we have serious movement right now. Yeah, he missed that one wide. Breakpoint chances again for Linus Carlson Holden. Gonna go back to our breaker on 6 where it's 3-all, but I feel like you can almost put a point on the board for Pepperdine at this point. Bickersteth 30 love, 4-2 service game. Oh, what a pass. Sterving marker wrong on court number 2 scoreboard. That's Bickerseth Sterving. We obviously just saw him up a break for Swenson. Got to get one of these deuce points, right? Can this be the one? If you're Pepperdine, you make a push here. Might be off the court with a victory in the next hour. That's what 6 singles looks like, folks. You gotta be ready for the grind. Mini break lead for Fotiadis. First separation of the breaker. Remember, the freshman served for it up 5-4. Murdoro broke then. Dig himself out of another hole. Bickersteth now the 5-2 lead. You saw Heldon held for 4-1.
Here we go, photos.
Excuse me, Swenson held for 1-4. That forehand goes awry. It's a big swing, a much more confident swing. In big picture, that's what you want to see. Davis won that point like 7 times. A couple of those balls looked like they were drifting wide. All done by Tyler Davis on 5. It is indeed a beautiful day for college tennis on Cracked Racquets. Bet point chances for the freshman. He yanks the forehand wide.
All day, baby, you're here.
That Fotiadis forehand's the biggest weapon in this match. It's abundantly clear. Now, Mert Oral uses his speed so well to put pressure on you, beat you to the spot. He has to take that swing, though. It was the right attempt. Obviously, poor execution. 1 set point fought off. Here's a 5th set point. I don't think that's right, but here we go. He had the forehands. When they play back the tape, Coach Schachterly, Coach Schmidt, they'll say it's the right attempt. Gotta put one of those in the court. Put some pressure on Mert Oral now. He survived. Great court coverage, but survive is the key word. So we play on in the breaker. 6 all set points fought off by the Wolverine sophomore. Bickerstaff serving for the match on 2. Halden holds for 5-1 on 4. This right now is the swing set. Of course, Michigan taking a deciding breaker at the number 1 double spot to secure the doubles point. No Nino Aaron Schneider, the senior, who will certainly be a top 3 player for the Wolverines. Precautionary sub out of the singles lineup today. Yet it's even everywhere. We got ourselves a battle. Oh, it's so fun to be back. We got college tennis. Let's grind. Let's get ugly. Let's feel that pressure in our seats at home. It's a 25-plus shot rally. It goes the way of sophomore Mert Oral, who now has a set point himself. As Halden's 2 points away from the match. Break point chances to extend the match on 2. I don't think that escaped our view.
Let's go, man. Come on. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Come on.
Match point Bickerstaff on 2. That point Oral on 6, 30 all on 4, so we can't go to a double box. We gotta stay, no, we gotta stay triple. That said, we are gonna make an adjustment. Match point trumps all. It's a Bickerstaff match point on 2. Bickerstaff takes the match. It's 2-0 Michigan. Oh, we got to go to court number 4 where it's a match point.
Let's go, George. Let's go, Wes.
So many different places to go right now. Great performance from Bickerstaff to knock out the sophomore Hamburg 3-3. As a Swenson double fault puts Pepperdine on the board. Six-2, 6-1. How about that for Linus Carlson Halden, the sophomore dealt with so many injuries his freshman season. That's an announcement. I'm ready to play.
Go, Tyler.
Will Cooksey breaks on 3. He's got a 4-3 lead, looking to force a third on 3 for Michigan. Steiglener breakpoint chances. I mean, it's not so important. You need to see it twice. Hold on.
Let's go, Tyler. Tyler. Go. We can go. All day. All day. Let's go, boys. Yes, go win.
Oh, he had the forehand he wanted, but we saw earlier, Fotiadis a little tentative on a couple of set point forehands he had earlier. You saw that tentativity, that's not the word, but that tentativeness slip in there. Did not want to step forward on that forehand, elected to slice it. It offered an exit ramp to Mert Oral, and we play on in the opening set. Now Steiglener breaks and will serve for the match on 5. You see Young Winter on serve in the second. Cooksey up a break, down a set though, so Pepperdine leading George Davis, on 3. It's crunch time, the witching hour, as they like to say. And 2 matches completed before we finish an opening set on 6. That's how you know college tennis is back. 9-all opening set on 6. Steiglener serving for the match on 5. I don't know how any of those Verderal backhands went over the net. They did. Another set point fought off. What a point from Gavin Young. Bites off a break point chance. Oral goes long. It's another set point for Fotiadis.
All day photos.
Oh, I don't know where to go. It's a match point for Steiglener. I apologize that we're not putting that center screen. Nicholas Steiglener delivers a W for the Wolverines. 2-5 on court 5. Oral fights off another set point. I mean, what are we doing? As again, sophomore Nicholas Steiglener. It's only the fall. It felt like a dual match, didn't it? 2-5 at 5 over Tyler Davis. Michigan 1 point away but you see Pepperdine taking the first sets on courts 1 and 3, and now freshman Edward Winter a break lead on 1. Cooksey, though, looking to force a third on 3. First set still going here on 6. I mean, Mert Oral.
Here we go, photos. All day, baby. Doesn't matter. Come on, G, I got you.
Mert Oral takes the opening set. Took about 90 minutes. The sophomore delivers 7-6. So now we go over to court number 3, and we're going to spend some time with these other 2 matches. We've gotten to see a lot of 6. Again, Michigan getting wins from Nicholas Steiglener on court number 5, Jacob Bickersteth on 2. Pepperdine delivered a victory from sophomore Linus Carlson Halton at 4, but now it's Will Cooksey looking to force a third. Set point chances for the junior at 3. In fact, we're going to go to a split screen. We'll get back to court number 6 in a little bit. Edward Winter, the number 5 newcomer, top 600 player in the world, setting a break. I don't know what happened to the court noise. I can tell you Will Cooksey forces a third. (6-3), he takes the second set. Remember, it's full third sets, and we're playing out everything. So we're going the distance on 3 now. Let's see again the freshman, Edward Winter. Let's see what he's got. Yeah, that'll work. Got to get something going right if you're Gavin Young here. Again, this Malibu Showdown played in the dual match format, so you see 3-1 overall on the scoreboard. Michigan getting wins at the 1-3 doubles flights. You know, Aaron Schneider out of the singles lineup for the Wolverines today. Didn't matter. Nicholas Staglaner, the sophomore, straight set win at 5. Jacob Bickersteth, straight set win at 2. Pepperdine getting first sets at 1-3, as well as a straight set victory from sophomore Linus Carlson Halden at 4, but the swing set was at 6. Sophomore Mert Oral fighting off 8 set points, taking an hour and a half 7-6 set. Now again, we're playing everything out here. May not count on the spring record, but great dry run for the 2024 dual match season. Let's see what Gavin Young has left in the tank. The junior, preseason number 31 in the ITA singles rankings. Down a break here to the talented freshman Edward Winter. As Will Cooksey's third set gets underway on 3. Long break between sets on 6. Oh, they moved courts. All right. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I was like, what's going on there? Court number 2, now that number 6 singles match. Makes everyone's life a little bit easier. Not court number 2, excuse me. Court number 5? Nope, never mind. Thought I saw action. I think I was wrong. I was correct. I think they did put him on court number 5. Excuse me, not court 2, court 5. I think they moved him over so everyone's playing next to everyone now. Okay. So court 5, I believe, is now court number 6. As Gavin Young does hold for 3-4. Put Will Cooksey's third set in the center of your screen. Again, on court 5, that certainly looks like Mert Oral in that sleeveless shirt. He's on the baseline. Obviously, Steiglener winning that match on 5. I think they made a switch. I love that. Makes it easier for the coaches. Keeps the energy level high. That landed good for Fotiadis on the deciding point. Or is that set up at deciding point? The scoreboard's a little bit ahead. No, that's Murdoral hitting the ball to the other side. So Fotiadis holds for 1-love. Winter holds for 5-3. An opening service game here for, again, the transfer from William and Mary. All-conference performer George Davis. But Will Cooksey's found some form. Again, Michigan just needs one of these three. They're walking away with 4 points. Not sure what they're playing for exactly this weekend in the Malibu Showdown. Certainly, though, to replicate the dual match format this early in your fall, so valuable for all of these coaches. Sean Mamie's got to be happy with these first 2.5 hours from his Wolverines. I don't hate the rip. That's his game. Uh-oh. Again, if you're the Pepperdine head coach Adam Shackerly, associate head coach Tassilo Schmidt, you want to see how your guys respond to this adversity. Davis forced into a third. Freshman Fotiadis, hour and a half first set. How do your guys respond? For Edward Winter, how does he close out a match? This is what this Malibu Showdown was created for. Cooksey breaks for 2-love. On the flip side, again, if you're Michigan Wolverine head coach Sean Mamie in this post-Fenty, Styler, Maloney era, new head coach, to see the resilience of your guys. Aaron Schneider forced out of the singles lineup right before the start of play due to injury. You're a set away from the match on 2 courts. Couldn't ask for a better start. Of course, 2 more great matches ahead for each of these teams this weekend. Kentucky, Louisville on the horizon. We'll see them go head-to-head. A match scheduled to start 5 p.m. Eastern time. Breakpoint chances for the freshman Fotiadis. By the way, because they're playing everything out, that one could keep us here. Now, double faults were an issue at time for Cooksey last season. Some of you will remember the Virginia match. I don't know how at the National Indoors he won that match with the double faults he mixed in, but he did. First set against Texas in the semis as well. Or maybe that was the match. Well, that's how he did it. Hold volleys. Mert fights off a couple of break point chances. Another deuce point coming up on 5 as Young holds for 4-5. Edward Winter, I'm calling him Teddy W. Teddy W will serve for the match on 1. We'll put that full screen in a moment. Let's see if Cooksey can get out of this jam, consolidate his lead. None of that return. Has anything to say about it? Breakpoint chances for George Davis. Mart holds for 1-all. You don't need me to tell you, you heard him. The ridiculous return game from George Davis. He breaks right back. We're on serve in the 3rd on 3 as Teddy W, the number 5 newcomer, serves for the match on 1 for Pepperdine. Now a couple forehand sail on him. The rally tolerance of the freshman Winter already so advanced. He's got the goods to compete in the top half of the lineup already. That is clear. Breakpoint chances for Oral on 5. Match point. 3 of them coming up for the freshman. Has just given Gavin Young nothing free to work with from the start. Love 40 becomes deuce on 5. Another deuce point, 3rd straight to start the 2nd set there. Excuse me, court 6. It goes long, so it's an opening victory for Edward Winter. Welcome to college tennis. If that's what we're going to see from him over the next 4 years, get excited. A 4-4 victory.
Curtis!
Sophomore Mert Oral, as you hear, gets the break lead for 2-1. So, if you're just joining us, let's reset things. Alex Gruskin here. Day one, match one of the Malibu Showdown. Format for those of you who didn't know this weekend, as we'll get that scoreboard fixed for you here in a second. 4 teams, these two, Pepperdine and Michigan, plus Kentucky and Louisville. Every team's going to face off against one another in the dual match format. In this match, Pepperdine took a 6-2 set at 2. Michigan a 6-4 set at 3, and then a deciding 7-6 set at the number 1 spot, clinched by Gavin Young, Nino Ehrenschneider. Now, Ehrenschneider nicked up his knee in doubles, so he was out of the singles lineup. Deciding point coming up. As you see, they're out of the chair. We'll go back to the split screen. Michigan straight set win from sophomore Nicholas Steiglener. Good to see him in a Michigan debut. Not a debut, but he's going to be asked to step up this year. He gets a 2-5 win. Jacob Bickersteth, a 3-3 win at 2. Pepperdine responding, though. Linus Carlson Halden, straight set win at 4. And then we just saw Edward Winter close out a straight set win at 1. So Pepperdine needs them both. Michigan just 1 out of 2. Cooksey breaks right back for 3-1. chances for Cooksey on 3 game point chances for what would be. And there is a massive hold for Mert Oral on 5. The first routine hold of the second set. So break consolidated there for the Wolverines. Cooksey does hold, so breaks consolidated on both courts. We'll go full screen right now to 6, 4-1 lead Cooksey in the third. Again, if you are Michigan head coach Sean Mamie, given the lack of dual match play last season for Cooksey, for an Oral, to put them in this environment this early in the season. Similarly for head coach Adam Schachterly. Fotiadis is a freshman. How does he respond to 2 hours on court and you're down a set and a break? At least an hour and a half more if he's going to dig his way out. For George Davis, the transfer. Yes, he's been in this situation before, but never on these courts. Never with these coaches. Such a valuable opportunity. I keep stressing that here early in the season. This is the dangerous spot for the freshman, Fotiadis. I feel like double breaks kiss of death. You're Michigan, this is the chance. Foot on the gas pedal. No more breaks of serve. Excuse me, no more getting broken on serve. Protect these leads. I believe that serve went wide from Fotiadis, so it indeed break point chances for Oral for a double break. So Oral does get that double break lead. It's a big hold from Davis. Just steadies the ship a little bit. here on court number 3, keeps it that single break lead. We've already seen him break Cooksey this set, so we know that he's got that in his bag. Again, the 4-1 lead on court number 6 for Oral certainly takes some pressure off of the shoulders of Cooksey. First serve's the name of the game. He likes to serve and volley behind it. Let's see what he's got here. Overruled by the chair immediately. Cooksey pointing to his spot. Tough to tell, far side of the camera. I see what you see as you see they're back on court on 6, so we'll show it to you. Davis does have break point chances right back. This is why that double break for Oral so valuable. Just allows both of these Wolverines to, again, have a little bit of cushion. Still, may just be the fall. You see how tentative that point was from Oral. Gifted the error for a game point chance. Meanwhile, Davis does get the break right back. So 4-3 on serve, third set. You see Jacob Bickersteth on the sideline. Big fist pump to his guy, Mert Oral. New assistant Trevor Fauché. He's got that smile on his face as well. 5-1 Oral now leads. Game away from securing the victory for the Wolverines. They're out of the chair on 3, so we go back to the split screen. Well, it's not truly a college tennis match till you start getting the calls questioned, right? You all saw the same angle we did. Obviously was close. I thought it did miss. Possible to judge from these angles. Chair did confirm. Back to 15-all. Meanwhile, confident forehand from Fotiadis, his first in a while. He tries to extend the match on 5. Last reset, Michigan taking the doubles. And a clinching breaker at the number 1 spot from Young and Aaron Schneider. Cooksey and Swenson a win in doubles as well. The Wolverines got singles victories from Bickersteth, Steiglener.
Come on, Mert. Let's go.
Straight sets at the 2 and 5 spots. Pepperdine's 2 points via sophomore Linus Carlson Holden at 4. Freshman Edward Winter, a 4 and 4 win at the top spot. He looked the part of top newcomer.
Come on, man.
4 and 4 over Michigan's Gavin Young. So Michigan needs 1. Pepperdine needs them both. Cooksey 6 points away. Mert Oral 3 points away. Cooksey breaks right back. He'll serve for the match. 5-3.
Let's go right now.
Game point chance. There it is. Scoreboard updated for Fotiadis to extend his match, but Wolverine's going to serve for both of these matches now. Again, we're going to try to speak with head coach. Not try. We're going to succeed in speaking with both head coaches after this match. Fotiadis does hold for 2-5. We'll get you back to Mert Oral serving forward in a moment. In the meantime, we'll go full screen to Cooksey, the junior from Grosse Pointe. How about that? George Davis saying, not done yet. I said Grosse Pointe, Cooksey, Grosse Pointe Shores, Michigan, the state of Michigan. Grosse Pointe offhand to me, as I am also from the state of Michigan. Again, he's a junior. George Davis, the 5th year out of London, England. Both going to look to step up their contributions. Davis, his first year on the job. Cooksey, again, a junior, but this will be his first time full-time in the lineup. Be fun to deliver a de facto clincher, right? I know it doesn't count in the overall record, but it sure feels like it does. Davis says not yet. You see they're out of the chair on position number 6, Oral serving for it. Now they're both 2 points away. A couple of big serves from Cooksey. That relentless physicality from the sophomore Oral. Cooksey to the line first. Double fault off the racket of Will Cooksey. So it's break point chances back for Davis on 3. Match points Oral on 6. So it's Mert Oral with the clinch, 4-2. Wolverines take the match. That is one sort away for the sophomore to announce his presence to the college tennis world here this season. Heck of a victory. For Ann Arbor, Michigan's own Mert Oral. 7-6, 6-2. Again, we're playing it all out. It's a match point deciding point here. And Cooksey ends it. Wolverines take it 5-2 overall. Clinched here. Final result here. The junior Will Cooksey 2-6, 6-3, 6-3. So, to run you through everything we saw, started in doubles. Edward Winter, Max Holmberg. 6-2 win at the number 2 doubles spot. Michigan ultimately taking the doubles point, though. Will Cooksey, Bjorn Swenson, 6-4 at 3, and then Gavin Young, Nino Ehrenschneider clinching with a 7-6 win at the top spot. Then in singles, was a 3-3 split in first set. Straight set wins for Michigan from Jacob Bickersteth, the senior, as well as sophomore Nicholas Steiglener. For Pepperdine, straight set wins from sophomore Linus Carlson Halden at 4, then freshman Edward Winter, very impressive in a 4-4 win at the number 1 spot. Obviously from there we saw a little bit of drama unfold, and in the end, Mert Oral, hour and a half, 7-6 first set. He then clinches things 6-2 in the second. over freshman Fotas Fotianis, and then Will Cooksey in the end, a come from behind 2-6, 6-3, 6-3 win. So that'll do it for our match here, our opening match at least. Now, we do want to interview these coaches. Looks like they're going to speak with their teams first. Maybe that's Coach Schachterly grabbing Sean Mamie, letting him know, hey, we got to do some Crack Rackets interviews real quick. We're going to organize that for all of you now. I want to keep us on screen. All right, Sean's coming here first, so we're actually going to have him here for you in a moment. So stick with us again. 5-2 overall. Result goes to Michigan. Now, this one's not going to count on the overall resume, but for Sean Mamie and this Wolverines team to get this opening victory, again, new head coach, new era of Michigan men's tennis. This one will boost some confidence for this group from Ann Arbor. For Pepperdine, again, working in so many new faces. You were right there in every match, right there in that opening set. At number 6, you flip that. Maybe this match is still playing. Obviously, again, for George Davis, his first match on the job, right there with Will Cooksey in the end. Had a break point chance right back. Obviously, Edward Winter looking the part of freshman sensation. A lot of positives for both teams coming out of this one. And again, I believe we're going to have an interview for you all shortly, so stick with us here. Oh, I think we might have both coaches available. And here's a new feature. We have not just one, we have 2 coaches for all of you. Now, it's not Dr. Steve Potts. We'll get that graphic off your screen here in a moment. Instead, it's our 2 head coaches for Michigan on the left of your screen. Head coach Sean Mamie on the right, Pepperdine men's tennis head coach Adam Schachterly. Winner gets the first question. That's the only reward we'll have for all of you here to start today. So I'll go to you first, Sean. Obviously, first dual match type environment for you and your group this season. Talk to me about how you saw the guys compete out there today.
No, it was great. I mean, this is exactly what we were looking for, and to be able to come out and compete as a team and as a group and be able to see how we handle adversity. Obviously came down to a tight doubles point. Couldn't ask for anything better for us to experience those things. A lot of the stuff that we've been working on in practice really comes out in these matches, and we're able to touch on them and see different things. So the situation was great. The competition was great. And so, yeah, obviously pretty pleased to be able to play it in this format.
Yeah. Adam, same question to you. Deciding breaker in doubles and, you know, what felt like a 9-hour first set at 6. It's a couple points here and there, obviously, and maybe this result switches. What'd you see from your guys today?
Yeah, just echoing what Sean said. I think when you're coming into this, yes, the result is important. You know, you want to battle for a W as a team, and I think there's some confidence in that. But the main thing is just the process of, you know, what does the attitude look like from the boys? Are they playing with the identity that we're working on in practice? Are they playing the big points the way you'd like to see them play? And, you know, we'll go back and look at the tape, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot that we can learn from this and a lot that we can improve on. But my first reaction was I was really proud of the new guys. You know, I thought the attitude and effort level from the new boys was excellent, and Michigan's a phenomenal team. They're in the quarterfinals last year. They're extremely well coached, made a great choice in their new leader in Sean. And I thought it was an awesome duel to get started. So a lot of fun, and, you know, you couldn't ask for much more. Like you said, the doubles comes down to a breaker. The singles was a complete war, and that's perfect for us.
Yeah, no, it was really fun to watch. My last questions for each of you. Sean, we saw obviously Nino bang up that knee during doubles. He was able to play that one out, which we were all happy to see. Wasn't in the singles. How's he feeling? All is well for him moving forward, I assume. Hopefully precautionary.
Yeah, it was actually more, it hit the knee and the wrist. So the wrist was the one that was causing the most pain for him. We'll have to assess it here in a bit and see where it's at. Could he have played? I think he maybe could have, but it didn't feel like it made sense to put him in there. But we'll see how it feels over, the next couple hours, and maybe he can get back out there. I don't know. We'll kind of look at that. But yeah, the doubles was great. I actually thought, I give a lot of credit to Nino. I mean, I thought he played better,
He did.
once that happened. He started to kind of just go after it. He served a bit. I mean, he was serving well throughout, but just the way he was going after it, I was really, really impressed with him, and great to see the guys, with some adversity. We talk about how we want to handle adversity, and, we don't talk about getting injured and still having to play, but that's what the form of it was today. And he did a great job, and hopefully that's something he can lean on and the team can kind of build from as well.
Yeah, we're 3 hours into the season. I already have 50 questions for each of you. My last one will be for you, Adam. Obviously, first event for these players. They get reacclimated to the dual match environment, but it's first match back for both of you as well. And I'm just curious, Adam, how are you feeling? Is this shirt number 3 of the match? Like, I saw you guys getting after it. It had to be nice to be back out there.
Yeah, and I mean, little background. I don't know if anyone knows this, but Sean helped me get my first head coaching job at North Florida. He played at North Florida. He coached me as the volunteer assistant at Northwestern and really helped me as a player. So, I mean, how special is it? College tennis is just awesome. College tennis is amazing, and it's such a small, closely knit world. And so being able to go toe to toe with a great program like Michigan, but then also an amazing friend like Sean. And yeah, again, my big takeaway, I was just really proud of the new guys. I thought Eddie played with a lot of courage. I thought George competed really well. And even Photos, like, right in there with an hour and 30-minute first set. And, the new guys did a really excellent job. And I think that's something that we're encouraged, and we can grow from this.
Yeah, the best part is we still got 2 more matches for both of your teams through the rest of this weekend, and we'll get the chance to chat with you both more throughout the course of it as well. So thank you both for taking the time to chat with us. Congrats on the great start to the year, and good luck to you both this weekend.
Thanks, Ruskin. Appreciate
it. Of course. And so with that will do it for our opening here. Now, again, as we continue to move forward, we will go back to our
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, guys.
Info scene. Here's who we've got coming up. I apologize for that. Again, it's my first match as well. So just to show you who we've got coming up next, it will be Kentucky, number 5 to end the last season, quarterfinals of the NCAA team event, semifinals of the national indoors. They will be taking on interstate rival Louisville. Louisville coming off of an NCAA round 2 appearance for the team, and a number 34 finish to the 2023 season. That match starting 5 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have coverage first ball to last here on our Cracked Racquets YouTube channel. With that said, we're going to sign off for now. Make sure everything's set on our end. A shout out, as always, to our super producer, Daniel Westoff. Makes everything you see on your screen possible. Again, coming up next, Louisville, Kentucky. We'll have that and the rest of this Malibu Showdown as our coverage continues. Signing off for now, I'm Alex Gruskin. You've been watching our Cracked Racquets coverage of the 2023 Malibu Showdown. We'll see you all at 5 p.m. Eastern time with Louisville, Kentucky.